So I got to thinking about dreams, and I had a couple of really weird dreams when I was younger on repeat. And those are the ones I want to talk about. You don't remember every dream, right? These are the first two dreams I ever had that I remembered every fucking second of and remembered vividly and had them multiple times. And these were all when I was really, really young. And this is some of the shit that makes me question the world, I guess, and maybe it's really what makes me believe in reincarnation. So maybe I'm just a crazy motherfucker. I don't know, but these are my first two dreams. So in dream one, I started having this when I was, I don't know, young, 1 to 3 years old, somewhere in there. I don't remember exactly when. Uh, I was mostly naked, wearing like a loincloth over my junk. Looked like Mowgli out of Jungle Book or some shit like that. It was night. It was in a jungle, and I was running for my life in the darkness. And all I knew was that whatever was chasing me was going to kill me, and there was a glow coming behind me, like the glow of torches. And this dream would go on for hours, and various things would happen in it or whatever, but I was always running for my life in the jungle. Cat, stop it. Fucking cat. Best I can figure, that was probably in India, maybe in Africa. I'm thinking it was probably more likely in India though, because of the way that I appeared. And like that's the weird part about dreams is like it's not like 100% like you're looking through the other person's eyes. It's like you're looking through the other person's eyes, but you also know that you're that person and you know what that person looks like. It's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever felt. Which brings us to dream number two. And this video was almost entitled "Why I Like France" and "Why I Hate Russia," because like really, this is why I don't like Russia, and this is why I have a fondness for France. The dream that I had on repeat after that one was the most vivid, realistic thing I've ever fucking felt ever. It went on for hours, and it went on every night for years on end. And in this, at the start of it, like I didn't know who I was or where I was really. Like I knew what the person looked like, and I knew like a name and shit, but I didn't know anything besides that. And I was like fucking 4 years old. So I'm like trying to figure out and piece together what it is that I'm looking at. And the people are speaking languages that are not English, and I'm hearing them as English because I just know how to speak whatever that is they're speaking, which apparently, as it turns out, was French. And I can't speak French today, but in those dreams, I could understand them. I don't know exactly how that shit works. But like I said, these were like you're living a whole nother life in someone else's shoes. At least several hours of it, usually. And this one, I was definitely in a French army uniform, marching, and my boots were heavy, and my gun was heavy, and I was tired, and there was snow on the ground. And occasionally, the marching was broken up by looting for supplies and fucking watching innocent people die. And after a while of this, the dream ends the way it always ends. Massacre. Like just blood and death and snow and I was carrying a musket with a fucking bayonet on it. And in the dream, towards the end, I shoot 2 or 3 people, and the rest is all with a bayonet. And it's brutal, and it's hand to hand, and you hear the bones crunch. It's an unmistakable noise that, like, I can't even fucking explain to you. That, like, I don't know how I fucking knew this at 4 years old. This is the shit that makes me go, either I was like tapping into another person's reality through time or some shit, or there's something to this reincarnation thing. And I think I was there. I think there were other people that were there too, or other people that at least had the same kinds of dreams that I had. I'm not going to say any names or whatever, but I've heard people talk, and I can tell by some of the things that they do or whatever that they were in this march with me. Just by some of the things they do. I'm not going to go into details on that, but like, I have winter gear. I am looking at buying snowshoes. I'm obsessed with the cold. Like, and I love it. That's the other thing. It's weird. I love being out in the cold. And I think that's half of why in that dream, for whatever reason, if that is me back through history or some shit, I think that's the reason I was one of the last ones to die of those French fuckers. Because I don't get cold. Everybody else gets cold and dies. I just kept fighting. And eventually I got shot to pieces by about 1 billion fucking Russians. It was a good death. To be honest, I don't know why you'd want to die any other way. Maybe that's because I'm fucked up in the head from reliving it so many times. But it's one of those things, like, that person in that dream, if that's not me, if that is, just some vision through time or something, fucked up brain, whatever. That was, honestly, it was a very honorable way for that person to die, in my opinion. He fought to the end. He didn't give up. He didn't surrender. He didn't even negotiate. It wasn't like, in that dream, I never spoke to the Russians. I just killed them. And like, I think, honestly, half of my thing with Russia is when I go to look at anything with Russia, I immediately go, okay, well, let's see things from their side and their point of view because of this dream. Because I hated Russians so fucking much because of this dream when I was a kid. And like, it was clear to me in that dream, for whatever reason, that they were Russian and I was killing them because they were Russian. I don't know, man. Like, I've heard of other people that have had similar stories to this. And I honestly just thought I was a fucking crazy fucker for a long time, but I've heard enough other people that have similar stories or heard about them from other people that, like, I really believe there's something to reincarnation. And I really believe how and why you die determines what happens to you in the next life in some ways. But how you lived determines it more. And like, there's this whole thing to it. Like, you're being lied to en masse. It's plainly obvious for you to see now. I'm not saying that, like, I know that Jesus exists or anything like that. All I'm saying is I've seen shit both in my own dreams and just in my own day-to-day life that made me question at least the nature of this existence. And this is the thing that I think is most likely what is happening based on what I have observed. Okay, and that's counting my own dreams as, legit observations, which, if you listen to me talk, I may be kind of crazy or whatever, but I am pretty smart and I know real from not real and a bunch of other shit. And like, these are the realest dreams I ever fucking felt. I occasionally still have them to this day. They're few and far between. I I don't look forward to these dreams, but it's nice to be back in the real world again for a minute. And by that I mean, in today's modern society, there's various issues, and now we don't have any of like the death issues or the blah 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 issues of yesteryear. But there's no point in living because of all of the hopelessness. So there's that. And like, it's nice not to be hopeless again. It's nice to have a cause to fight for again. It's nice for there to be a chance of victory. I think that's why I like that horrible ass fucking dream. I feel like my real life is that dream every day, but we're fighting an invisible enemy that's all around us and amongst us. The fucking liberals. And like, honestly, I used to think that they had some sort of evil malice to what they were doing or something, or at least there was a group of them that did that, like, ran things. I think it's pretty clear that there's no such group now. I think that they just are that stupid and they keep, running the ship into shore. It's sort of like having Daffy Duck as the captain of your boat. You know, you interesting things will happen, but nothing that was supposed to happen will happen. It's kind of like what it's like having Biden as our president. Did you guys ever have any weird dreams like this? Did you have any of these on repeat? Do you think that dreams are a window into shit like this? Am I right? Am I just crazy? And like, the interesting part to me is that, like, I don't remember most of my dreams. I remember these pretty vividly even now, especially like certain key moments. I can just play them back in my head. I think it's why I like bayonets so much. Honestly, the bayonet is just a handy thing. It's a it's a knife that turns your rifle into a spear. You know, why wouldn't you want that? Well, thanks for if I could talk. Thanks for watching, and please hit me up on Patreon and subscribe if you're not already. And talk to you guys later.